Shalom Avracha. With Hashem's help, we're launching a new course. We are trying to train people who can give heitzos to other people in what we call הייעוץ התורני, meaning a Torah-based, purely Torah-based, systematic approach to mental health and both coping with people's problems and teaching them to harness the energy of the problem itself to their benefit. Meaning, not only are we attempting to help a person overcome a problem, but to bring them to a place where they're steiging from the effort to overcome the problem itself. So the net result is the problem has turned into a boon, to a benefit. Here at Yedidya in America, we've been delivering shiurim on parenting, on teaching, on marriage. We've been counseling people on those and other topics in the name of Rav Yechiel Yaakovson, who developed this systematic approach. It's purely Torah-based. He's a legend in Eretz Yisroel for his pioneering work in chinuch, the Rav Shach and the Steipler sent him into, another Gedolei Yisrael, and for his organization Yedidya over there, which fields a whole team of both men and women, yayatzim and yayatzais, who help people. The nature of the mitzvah of giving heights is not for us to come with a solution to someone else's problem and to fix it, but rather to bring each and every yid who is struggling, who comes to us for advice, to bring them to the realization and to help them develop the tools that this obstacle, that this challenge, that this difficulty is really an opportunity. Because if the Rabbonim Shalom, who loves them unconditionally, who designed them for perfection not meaning in the Goyshim concept of competing with others, of outdoing someone else, and how it's measured by a uniform objective scale from the exterior, but rather the perfection of a Nishmas Yisrael that's designed to bring Kavod Shemayim in its unique way. He or she, in their struggle itself, have an opportunity to be Mamlech HaKadosh Baruch Hu that no one else, even Moshe Rabbeinu, doesn't have. And the primary technique with which this is done is something called Shinoi HaTfisa. It's not so much about learning the techniques and developing the tools, although that's part of it. It's more a question of developing a deeper understanding of how the Torah teaches us who we are, what we're here for, and what are the mechanisms for growth. What is the Torah's formula to develop ourselves, to achieve, and to advance. This particular course is designed for people either who are in chinuch already, in the Rabbonis, who are influencing other people. It's also for people who would like to make, in a sense, a career or a calling out of heights, out of giving heitzos to others. And we also welcome anyone who seeks a deep and penetrating view of a practical formula for self-awareness and for developing their own potential. When one learns how to help someone else, it begins with how are we helping ourselves? How do we ensure that we're always growing? Why do we sometimes feel that we're static instead of dynamic? We know that the Torah says, famous words of the Gra, if we're not steiging, we automatically recede. But But many people will tell you they feel like they're adrift. They feel like they're just treading water. Why is this so? And what can we do to ensure that we ourselves are in a constant upwardly mobile trajectory of personal growth and development? What can we do? So if you're interested in these things are for you. Lastly, just to explain how this interacts with, or how it's fundamentally different than psychology. So we don't, as a matter of course, reject any Yid who meaningfully and sincerely wants to help another. Whether they're a lawyer, or a doctor, or a candlestick maker, it makes no difference. If they've trained in non-Jewish techniques, but they themselves can be helpful to another Yid, and they trust their instincts, and their motives are in the right place, we don't categorically reject anyone. But in the systematic approach, in the theory that lies behind it, we're coming from a radically different perspective. Psychology is the field of endeavor that was developed by human beings analyzing human behavior and attempting to remediate or to address, to ameliorate problems, to fix problems, and to help people where they have faltered, where they struggle. It's limited to the resource of the human mind. It's limited to the experience of the people who have studied it, developed it. It's also limited to the foibles of the humanity of those who teach it and learn it in their own vested interests. We're talking about how the Rabbonim Shalom and Torah, and in particular in Pnimius Torah, gave us the user's manual to the human being, to the nefesh, and how he, out of his unabiding love for us, gave us this unbelievable gift of understanding the mechanism and knowing how to propel it forward. Since it's coming from the manufacturer himself, since the Borei Olam who designed it gave us the user's manual, taught us how to do it, so we're dealing with a system, with an approach that when it's understood properly, when it's implemented, is be'etzem, theoretically, we're also humans, but theoretically it's flawless. And the results that it produces are mind-blowing and breathtaking. Of course, because it's not us that's doing it, it's the Rabbonim Shalom himself, who's working through those who are mishtadel, v'siyata d'shmaya, l'shem shemayim, as much as they are able to clarify purify and clarify their motives and their intentions, doing what he wants us to do, caring for his children. We hope if this is relevant to you, you'll join us. V'yiratzon sheyisal Hashem shemayim al yadeinu.